Let me show you around. So when it rains, this is like a very good spot where I sit, and that's where I was seated because it just gives you a cool vibe. Yeah. So this is the kitchen garden. By the time we come to the end of the year, we will have all this place planted. Right now, this is the main pipe, this one, and right now we've planted half, just where you can see the drips. We are going to add the drips as we need them. So before the rains, we will have this working, and we put the drips that you can open and close. You see that one you can open and close. This hasn't been planted yet, but we have a few things that we've planted that I just need to give you an update of, and a few that are not doing so well. So tomorrow I need to come here and see what's happening. And so we have tomatoes. That's a tomato, and this is spinach and some sukuma wiki over there, and so this is tomato, and I don't know why. Okay. And we have tomato, our cucumbers and our butternut, and another tomato line. And we need to start weeding. So we've enclosed this, which is like a very good way of making sure that the water doesn't evaporate. But the main reason as to why we put the shade net is because the birds kept on coming to eat the transplanted crops. And we have good sukuma wiki, kales, and cabbages over here. We need to weed them. So in the coming days, we are going to do some weeding. And the water there it looks nicely wet because the water is not evaporating, and that's what we want. And then over here there's a lot of weeds. But we have our traditional, I don't know if you can see it, these ones, they are traditional vegetables, and we planted them close together. We are going to transplant them when they after 30 days. We are going to transplant them. And then I don't want to step there. Then this is cucumber. This is cucumber. That's cucumber. So that's line of cucumber. And then you have the tomato line next to it. So we have cucumbers and tomatoes, and we are going to do some staking. We will also do some good wire that will hold the tomatoes. But I don't know why, I feel like they were closely planted. The spacing isn't good. You know, sometimes when you're not here and people do the thing without you, I don't like the spacing from one tomato to another. Let me show you. This is too much because, wow, I don't know how that tomato is going to carry. So we'll have to uproot. Yeah, it wasn't meant to be that densely populated. So we need to uproot and transplant them elsewhere. otherwise they're not going to grow. And then after cucumber, you have butternut. So this is butternut, the small butternut. So there's a huge row, or one line of butternut, and next to the butternut here you have Dania Calandra. And let me show you when I tell you that the birds are messing me up. You see this? This is birds. You see? They're eating the spinach, feeding on the spinach. And I don't have shade net to manage that. And let me just show you how close the tomatoes are from this tomato to this tomato. This tomato, this doesn't need to be here. We should have this out and we keep the two. So maybe that's, I don't know how we are going to tackle this, but yeah, it's needed, it's required. And then tomatoes and more skuma, though I don't think it's doing as well, like nicely well, like I would love it to be, but okay. Yeah, not as good as I would like it to be, but that's how it is. And now what has happened? And okay. This is our Dania Calandra, planted I think 45 days ago, and this is the best kind, and I hope it's not. I'm not saying best kind and then yeah, that's for hook. So this Calandra, you don't uproot. So the best part is you don't uproot it. You cut it with the scissors and then it will regrow. It will grow back. So it's a very good kitchen garden Calandra. It's called multi cut. So you can cut it as much as you want, and it's the best kind. Of course, the best kind for home use, not for sell at the market. But if you just need like a few leaves for you to eat, you just come with the scissors, you cut a batch that you want, and you leave the roots in, and it's going to regrow. So we had issues with our skuma and spinach. Some goats came, ate them up, but I guess also the breed is not as good. So we've feasted on this, I guess, for 3 months now. It should have taken us more than that, but maybe the management of it, because we've not even doing some good crop management, then I think the spinach is out. And then of course our spinach Ford hook doing very well. We've been feeding that for quite a while, which is awesome. I'm going to come with the scissors, or sickle, but mostly just some good scissors, and I'm going to uproot, not uproot, but trim this lemongrass for it to grow back. We don't need all this because this one is not going to help us, and the leaves are very wow, it smells nice. The leaves are too dry, they can't be eaten. I don't know, can goats eat lemongrass? I don't know. But I don't think so. So I'm going to come cut, trim them, throw them away, and then it's going to regrow for my consumption. Right here is some of the nurseries that we had. We've transplanted some of this, and we have some onions that need to be transplanted, spinach, not spinach, sukuma wiki that needs to be transplanted over there. Then this is our pepper, different kinds of pepper. This is bell pepper. We have the cayenne, which also needs to be transplanted. So we are going to transplant this in the coming weeks, and more ndania. So as we transplant, we will put up some more nurseries for the ndania. Wow, it's too windy. And that's how the kitchen garden looks like. Oops. It's not huge at the moment, but it will become huge and complicated as we keep on adding more vegetables, adding more crops, and the place will be so awesome when it rains. This becomes very green, the leaves, and over there we are going to plant the maize, and the other side we're going to plant maize, so it will be very intense and green just before the rains or after the rains in December. This is sugar cane. I don't know if you've heard about sugar cane. So this is our sugar cane. We are waiting for it to grow. Yeah, and that's our farm. Sometimes when you're a farmer, yeah, the solar is working. I think I can hear some water. When you're a farmer, you don't see things moving as fast as you'd want them to, but some days it's good, some days it's rough, some days a lot of capital is required for you to move on. But then when you harvest and you cook your produce, you feel ready to continue or motivated to continue. So that's our farm tour for today. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you need me to show you something that I haven't. And please, if you can, support our channel by joining the membership. It's only $1 or so. There are different tiers. You can use the $1. You can even support us using the $5. And the membership will go a long way of ensuring that we have funding for the projects. So most of the projects require money, not even most, all the projects require money. So if you're able to support us, I will be very grateful, and I'll be giving out shout outs to our new members. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, my friend, for being you. See you on another video. Bye.